Anthem of Jamaica. I invite you to remain standing as I invite Nichelle Duncan, Inspections and Monitoring Manager at the PCOA, to come forward to open officially in prayer.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Please let us bow our heads as we invite the presence of the Lord. Heavenly Father, we give you praise, we give you glory, and we give you honor. We thank you, Almighty God, for your mercies. We thank you for your blessings. We thank you for your grace that is upon us today. We thank you for a beautiful day for such an occasion. I pray, Almighty God, that you allow your presence to rest, remain, and abide with us today. And this event will be a successful one. God, I pray you bless every participant, every attendant, every person, Almighty God, that is here to view or to work, Almighty God. Bless the officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and of the Ministry of National Security, the parents, the teachers, and the students, Almighty God. We give everything in your hands this morning, Almighty God, and we tell you thanks. We tell you thanks, Almighty God, for everything that you are about to do in our midst. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. You may be seated, ladies and gentlemen. So let me take the opportunity to officially say a very good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning. All right, so I know that we were waiting for some time to start, and once again, we apologize for the late start, but I'm going to ask you to do much better than that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's a little better. My name is Javon Keys, and the pleasure is mine to be your master of ceremonies for this morning for another installment of the Transforming Our Police Service Tops Award, and this is Area 5. Let's give another big round of applause to the PCOA for the execution of another important event. And of course, we know that this was to be in November, the best month ever, but unfortunately, a young lady, or not so young lady by the name of Melissa, she made her way to Jamaica, and unfortunately, we had to change things up. But the PCOA is so committed to ensuring that we celebrate the hard work of each and every one of you, especially this year in Area 5. So it was important for the organization to ensure that the event took place. While I apologize for the absence of our chairman, who unfortunately could not be here this morning, but of course she sends her regards, let me take the opportunity to say a very special welcome to our Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security and Peace, the Honorable Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. And I ask you to, as I give a very special welcome to these persons, you put your hands together for them as well, as we say thanks for them to thank you to them for being here. Let me also say a very special welcome also to Ambassador Alison Stone, Roof Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security and Peace, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Warren Clark, PCOA members, Mr. Gladstone Lewis, Ms. Vivette Miller, Rear Admiral Retired Peter Brady, and Norman Haywood. Let me also say a very special welcome to our CEO, Mrs. Otara Byfield Nugent, and other specially invited guests, including CEO and Vice Chairman of the Pan Jamaica Group Limited, Mr. Jeffrey Hall. I also have here the CEO of Roast by Brescia, Randy Mark, and all other sponsors and partners who are here. Let's give them a round of applause and give yourselves a round of applause. Now, things are a little different this year for this event because usually we'd be sitting in a ballroom around tables, getting ready to feast and have festivities. But of course, the celebration is still exciting because you all see that table over there, correct? No, I'm going to ask the question again. Want to see the table over there, sir? Now that's better. And all of those prizes, and there are surprises too, are slated to celebrate the work of all of the officers with the affiliated to the respective stations across Area 5. And of course, we know this event, which first started in what year? So I'm giving a little quiz early. What year did this event first take place? All right, so now I'm going to say if in my teacher era, I'm going to say that you all get 0 and you all have to write lines. But this event started first in 2019, and what's historic about this year is that this means that it's the second time we're celebrating Area 5. And it means that it is the continuation of excellence. We're going for more than 5 years, and we're going to go for a decade and more and more. Now, of course, there is one lady who knows all about this event more than I'd say probably anybody else. And this lady has the distinct title of being the CEO of the PCOA. But more importantly, in my view, is that she's a past student of St. Jago High School. And I don't care what anybody wants to say, but that is my high school and the best high school in Jamaica. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the CEO of the PCOA, Mrs. Otara Byfield Nugent, as she comes forward to give you a little bit about TOPS and all that it does.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. No, man, you have to do better than that. I mean, there's so much for us to be thankful for. So I'm going to do it again. Good morning, everyone. Here. All right, there we go. So I want to first say some special welcome to some persons that are here with us today. Of course, the Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security and Peace, Mrs. Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, our Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Ambassador Alice Stone Roof. Representing the Commissioner of Police is Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of Strategic Operations Portfolio of the JCF, Mr. Warren Clark. Our Assistant Commissioner for Area 5, Mr. Christopher Phillips. Also the Assistant Commissioner for Area 4, Mr. Michael Phipps. Members of the PCOA board that are represented here today, all our divisional commanders and officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, all our sponsors, of course, a special welcome to Mr. Jeffrey Hall. I mean, the Pan Jamaica Limited Group has been with us since the very inception of the program through Dr. Marshall Hall, who sat on the PCOA board for a number of years. The students, teachers, and parents of the awardees of the secondary school poster competition, all other guests and well-wishers. I want to thank you for taking the time out to celebrate despite the obvious challenges being experienced by our fellow Jamaicans. I have to admit that I agonized really over the decision as to whether the PCOA should host the annual awards ceremony. And I agonized because I wondered, would it be taken the wrong way when there's so much devastation around us, especially in the Western Island? And so I had to carefully read the atmosphere and the sensitivity of the situation and the experiences of our brothers and sisters in the West. Additionally, we lost many sponsors. There was a cut in budget, of course, and understandably so. But the question that resonated with me is, would it be fair to the officers of Area 5 and the talented students from our schools in Area 5 that participated in the secondary school poster competition? And in fact, this is not the first time that we had to adjust the award ceremony for Area 5. We started that awards for Area 5 in 2020. And I don't know who can remember from 2020 what was the big event at that time. I call it an event because that's exactly what it was. Nobody remembers? COVID, right? And so I remember we had to adjust and pivot and adapt and navigate all those challenges, but we still managed to have our celebration and recognize the hard working and dedicated officers of Area 5. So, having considered all of those factors and having consulted with the JCF, we took the decision to proceed, but to have a scaled down version of the award ceremony. So I want to continue and start off with the message of resilience that has permeated the atmosphere since Hurricane Melissa. But I also want to add the word adaptability, because our success during this time will be determined based on our ability to pivot in times of crisis and in spaces of unexpected and unfamiliar territory. So 2025 has come with so many challenges for me personally, for the PCOA members and staff, for the JCF, and for Jamaica as a whole. But every day, every single day, we are reminded of the many blessings surrounding us, despite the despair, the sadness, the illness, the suffering. There are so many things to be thankful for and to celebrate. And so the PCOA has taken the decision to be here today to acknowledge the achievements of the police officers in Area 5 and our students who have participated in the secondary school poster competition. I want to reiterate that resilience and adaptability are essential to success in the face of uncertainty. And I say this as a message to myself as a leader of the PCOA. I think we are learning as an organization, as a ministry, as a JCF, as a country to navigate the complexities of the ever-changing world and to find new paths going forward and to emerge stronger. That's the phrase, emerge stronger from it. So today, although we are having a scaled down version of the award ceremony than we had originally planned, it is by no means a reflection of the value of the work and worth of our officers who are sitting before us today. We are here to celebrate their hard work, dedication, and service, and we stand with those officers in the West who are showing their unwavering commitment to continue to serve, protect, and reassure the rest of us, despite their own personal challenges. It is a testament of their resilience and the core values of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But however, we must be reminded that our officers too need service, they too need protection, and they too need reassurance from us, especially in these times. And so a few days ago, we were able to partner with iProbe and we took some relief items down to Westmoreland to the police officers there. And just to witness the conditions under which they were operating. I mean, some of them lost their homes and personal items, but they still showed up for work to serve and protect and reassure the rest of Jamaica.
And so I think it was very important for us to proceed to recognize the hard work of their fellow colleagues in Area 5. So I am without a shadow of a doubt assured that the PCOA made the right decision to be here today and the rest of you. So welcome again, and I channel into the atmosphere our spirit of resilience and our spirit of adaptability. And I want to end by saying the efforts of our police officers must never go unnoticed, even in the aftermath of a devastation. And that is why we're here today. So I want to say congratulations to all the awardees here today. Thank you very much.
Now you have to give a better round of applause than that for CEO, highlighting that amidst the despair, there are indeed many blessings. And the reality is, I know for some of us in this area, when Hurricane Melissa passed, we might have said, boy, things not so bad. Until we started to see the images on social media and we really started to get an idea of how bad things were. As writing a speech for someone this morning, and it really dawned on me that about 51 days ago, when Hurricane Melissa passed, we really didn't imagine the kind of damage and impact it would have. We never imagined how many of your colleagues would have been impacted, so many of them out serving and protecting while they've lost their own security at home. So through you, I want to say thank you for your service and thank you for showing up for Jamaica. And we say thank you for doing what you do. And kudos to the PCOA for the aid that they brought to those officers. I know it was well received. While I stand by to introduce our next speaker, let me also take the opportunity to welcome our friends online. We have a global audience as usual here, and then our friends from Nationwide 90 FM, they're also here as well. So we say thank you so very much for joining. And we know that in the comment section, you all will be giving those virtual rounds of applause, especially when we get to the awards section of our program. In the meantime, however, we continue with the greetings, and I ask you to help me invite Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Warren Clark, to come forward to extend his own greetings. Please put your hands together.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Javon Keys. The Honorable Gillette Cuthbert Flynn, the Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security and Peace. Ambassador Alison Stoneroof, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security and Peace. Mrs. Otara, let me get this, Byfield Nugent, the CEO of the PCOA, and other distinguished members of the PCOA, colleagues, senior officers, and other members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, good morning. I bring apology of the Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake, who regrets that he is not able to make it this morning. But in discussing, one moment, please. Commissioner wanted me to say upfront how appreciative he is for this gesture and this continued program of TOPS from the PCOA. And so, on behalf of our commissioner, I'd like to say that in recent weeks, Jamaica has felt the effect of Hurricane Melissa. A reminder, as history often teaches us, that institutions are not truly tested in periods of comfort, but in moments of destruction, even disaster. History shows us that strong institutions endure because they hold fast to standards, even when conditions are unfavorable. From ancient civic systems to modern public service organizations, the lesson has been consistent. When standards slip in difficult times, recovery becomes harder. It is against that background that today's ceremony carries special significance. The PCOA's decision to proceed with this event, even in a scaled format, reflects a clear understanding that recognition, accountability, and reform must not be suspended by circumstance. Indeed, it should be reinforced. There's an old principle in public administration that says institutions are shaped less by policy documents, but more by daily practice. The transformation or transforming our police service TOPS initiatives speaks directly to this truth. TOPS does not measure theory, it measures practice. It focuses on fundamentals, record management, station administration, facilities, prisoners in custody, customer service management, because history has shown that organizations do not fail only through major crises, but through the quiet neglect of the basics. Policing traditions across the world, from Sir Robert Peel's foundational principles to modern democratic oversight models, have long emphasized that legitimacy is earned through order, fairness, and consistent service, not simply through enforcement. I apologize, I'm having a bit of shutdown here, my notes. Forgive me. Throughout history, effective security institutions have always been subject to external review, civic accountability, and public expectation. Where oversight was absent, institutions often became disconnected from the people they were meant to serve. And the PCOA's role reflects this long-standing tradition. From that perspective, oversight is not interference, it is institutional preservation. It ensures that policing evolves with society rather than drifting away from it. The Jamaica Constabulary Force recognizes this and remains committed to constructive engagement with oversight bodies as part of our professional responsibility. To those being recognized today, your achievement matters well beyond this ceremony. Service excellence is rarely accidental. It is the product of leadership, discipline, and organizational culture. Strong performance in prisoner in custody management, for example, reflects a deep understanding of how society treats those it has in custody and speaks volumes about its values. And so we understand the interest in those who are unfortunately in custody. Strong record management supports justice. continuity, and institutional memory, without which accountability cannot exist. Strong customer service reinforces a fundamental policing truth: public cooperation is earned, not demanded. These are lessons learned repeatedly across generations of policing. History is also clear on another point: meaningful reform does not occur through declarations alone. It occurs through measurement, correction, and persistence. Improvement requires leadership willing to accept scrutiny and act on findings. And in that same spirit, the PCOA Legacy Awards highlights a principle that has endured across time. Policing succeeds when it is rooted in community partnership. No security institution anywhere in the world has sustained success without public trust. And we in the JCF, we are very sensitive about bringing the society along with the strategies that we employ to serve you. We are very careful, especially when there are major incidents, that we inform the society. You shouldn't be guessing about very important things that you're seeing happening while we serve you. But today, the inclusion of the secondary school poster competition under the theme number sign A Force for Good, Partnership for Progress is therefore particularly important. We are reminded that the attitudes of tomorrow are shaped by the conversations of today. Engaging young people in discussions about policing, responsibility, and civic duty is not symbolic, it is strategic. These students are future stakeholders in public safety, and their engagement helps ensure continuity, relevance, and legitimacy. As we look ahead, the Jamaica Constabulary Force remains guided by both experience and evidence. We will continue to modernize, refine our practices, and strengthen accountability, not because oversight demands it, but because history demands it. Institutions that endure are those willing to learn, adapt, and uphold standards consistently. And TAPS is one of the mechanisms that help us to do exactly that. In closing, I commend the Police Civilian Oversight Authority for its leadership and congratulate the awardees, and thank every police officer and every staff member whose commitment to professionalism made these recognitions possible. History will not remember the ceremonies alone. It will remember whether institutions remained faithful to their purpose. And let us therefore continue to uphold the standards, strengthen partnerships, and serve the Jamaican people with integrity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Deputy Commissioner Clark, for reinforcing the commitment of the JCF to this very important program and the continued upward movement towards excellence in practice, as it is indeed what these awards are all about, ensuring that we continue excellence in our police service. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security and Peace, who's no stranger to the TOPS Award. She's a mainstay here. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Minister the Honorable Juliet Cuthbert Flynn as she comes forward to give greetings.
Thank you very much. Let me say that I'm really happy that a decision was made to have this ceremony. And it is refreshing. We're not inside of a building, we're outside. It's very cool. And even in the face of challenges, something like Melissa, I think the country, I think we all need something to be happy about. And this is one such event for this award ceremony. So, I think with all that has happened, uh, we need something, especially going into the Christmas season, to know that we can. We already know that we're very resilient, but I think this is also can be used as a reminder that we can, during the face of challenges, that we are a resilient set of people. Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Warren Clark, representing the Commissioner of Police, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of National Security and Peace, Ambassador Alison Stone Roof, Chief Executive Officer of the Police Oversight Authority, Mrs. Atara Byfield Nugent, Chief Technical Director of the Ministry of National Security and Peace, Mr. Michael Morgan, senior officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, senior members of the PCOA, awardees, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the media. It is really a pleasure for me to be here with you. Standing here today and looking at the proud faces of our committed lawmen and women who protect, serve, and support, I see the proof that together we stand as one in the spirit of service and also for nation building. It is definitely a privilege to bring greetings at the 2025 Transforming Our Police Service TOPS Award ceremony organized by the Police Civilian Authority Oversight. Let me first extend my commendations to Mrs. Byfield Nugent and her team at PCOA for keeping this great initiative alive year after year, especially this year after Melissa. Yeah. Colleagues, today we gather to celebrate the achievements of our police officers in the Area 5 Division and honor the dedication, the courage that we've seen throughout the years, and also the transformative spirit of our law enforcement officers who have committed themselves to building a safer, a more inclusive, and a more resilient Jamaica. Since its launch in 2019, the TOPS competition has served as a strategic tool to deepen alignment with the policies of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, while uplifting the morale of our police personnel. And beyond its operational goals, the competition advances the broader mission of the PCOA to cultivate a culture of community centered policing, including the business sector, through professionalism and partnerships rooted in transparency, trust, and also accountability. The ceremony stands as a powerful symbol of our committed to bridging the divide between law enforcement and citizenry. It also honors the dedication and the resilience of our officers, whose efforts continue to strengthen the fabric of public safety in Jamaica now more than ever. We acknowledge that the landscape of policing continues to evolve, demanding innovation, adaptability, and a deep connection with the communities that we serve. And Hurricane Melissa definitely reminds us of that exactly 51 days ago. Police officers are called to embody many roles. And let me commend our police officers. We saw you out there during the storm, during the Hurricane Melissa, yes, clearing roadways and just helping out our citizens. From rescuing families, you're delivering babies, our officers dedicate themselves to their fellow citizens and face every kind of weather in the name of service. Awardees, You are also, in fact, that more than police officers. You're catalysts of hope and agents of transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, your unwavering commitment to public safety, ethical leadership, and meaningful community engagement stands as a beacon of inspiration to all of us. And as we reflect on the challenges and the triumphs of our evolving JCS, let us remember that transformation is not the work of one, but the mission of many. It calls upon every citizen, every leader, and every partner to play a role in shaping a police service that is grounded in trust, that is grounded in transparency, and grounded in excellence. With renewed purpose, let us press forward towards a Jamaica where peace is a lived reality and where every citizen feels protected and is respected and valued. And I have to say, I know that after December 31st, we're going to see that change moving towards a more peaceful Jamaica when we look at the murder rate. Congratulations to all of our awardees. I do hope that you continue to lead with honor and heart. And I want to say, please enjoy the celebration and this festive season, despite whatever is happening in our great Jamaica land we love. Happy holidays, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security and Peace. And I'm emphasizing the peace here. Of course, we say a big congratulations to the JCF and the hard work that you've been doing to keep our murder rate down. And of course, the emphasis that the minister has placed on the fact that transformation is not just a one man or a one organization effort. It is all of us, every single one of us here and across the length and breadth of Jamaica. Of course, there's no event in Jamaica without some entertainment. And the thing with the staff from the Police Civilian Oversight Authority is that they are super, super talented. So you're going to get to experience one of the super talented team members as they come forward with a musical item. Please put your hands together for Adin Grant as he comes forward to give us some musical renditions. And I see him have some makeup team down there wipe off the sweat. So you know he's a superstar coming on. Keep that applause going until he hits the stage.
Touch a lion, he's so humble. Never touch a lion roaring. I'm walking through this valley of dust, and I've never been weak caught in the wilderness. The power of Jah preserve I, guiding in all I do. Treading through the heights and the depths, we conquer frustration and we conquer stress. The power of Jah preserve I and guides in all I do. So all the evil that needs me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic works performed shall prosper. Yeah, I tell you, and the science man come. Cause it can't squeeze a lion warm. No demonic works performed shall prosper. I and I, yeah, the wafers of blessings ever living life. So I keep my meditation in the highly and weather the storm and put up a fight. 'Cause we can do anything. And if you feel like giving up, let the strength of your ancestors fill your cup. The power of Jah preserves I and guides in all I do. So any evil that means me harm can go back where they came from. No demonic works performed shall prosper, yeah. And I tell you, behind the science man come, 'cause you can't squeeze the lion palm. Can't touch a lion so strong. Roaring lion, and the more them a isle up, and the more them business pile up. Yes, the more them come with science, 'cause them can't broke the heart of a lion. The more them a isle up, and the more them business pile up. The power of Jah preserves I and guides in all I do. So all evil that needs me heart can go back. He's so humble, can't touch a lion. Roaring.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to do better than that. I told you about the PCOA staff. Can't touch the lion. And I'm going to tell you that if nobody has enjoyed this performance, let me tell you, Ambassador Stone Roof down there singing of the song, ladies and gentlemen. But excellent performance, Adin. And it's a perfect way to make or move into our very first set of awards. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? No, 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 sound like you're not ready yet. So tell you what. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Now that's more like it. Of course, the JCF and the PCOA sees so important the community. And that is why 3 years ago, they introduced the poster award, the poster competition for our students. Because, of course, if we're talking about building a peaceful nation, we want to ensure that from very early we engage with our young people. So there is no fear when it comes to our police service. There is embrace and safety. And as such, we're so pleased that for another year, we are going to be awarding our students. Now, the TOPS poster competition for secondary schools was held in Area 5 this year, and it created the opportunity for students to express how they feel about the police and what their relationship with citizens should be through art, of course. Of course, it's important to see how our young people see the JCF and how we can help them to ensure that they appreciate the importance of the organization. Now, students were invited to participate from, of course, St. Catherine North, St. Catherine South, St. as well as St. Andrew North Police Divisions. And we would like to say thank you so very much to all our sponsors. And as I call our sponsors, I want you to give them a special round of applause because without them, of course, we would not be able to celebrate today. So our first sponsor here is Seacliff Hotel and Spa, the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, Jolly's Restaurant, Roast by Brescia, and I saw Randy coming in earlier, Comfort Air Engineering, Ambiance Supermarket Supplies, OB Restaurant, Vic Burn Roofing, Tech Pro, And last but by no means least, the PCOA Family Network. Now, before I reveal the 3 winners for this year's competition, at this time I invite Mr. Daniel Thompson, Project Manager with Kingston Creative, to give a brief summary of the entries we saw this year. Mr. Thompson. So we'll get that brief overview of the entries a little later on. So I'm now going to invite ACP Jacqueline Coombs to come forward as we prepare to make the very first announcement of prizes for this year's event. Give her a round of applause, please, as she comes. So I'm looking to my technical team to see if they need you on stage, ACP, or if you're fine there, and I'm getting the nod that. Oh. So I'm inviting you on stage, ACP. I want to ensure that the folks at home and here can see you in all your splendor this morning. So, we'll now present plaques as well as PCOA knapsacks with goodies for the students for 4th, 5th, and 6th place, and whose entries were included in our 2026 calendar. And I can't wait for you to see the calendar because I know that it has some extraordinary images in it. Of course, they will each receive gift baskets from the Jamaica Biscuit Company as well. And the teachers accompanying these students will receive various tokens. We're not leaving out the teachers because, of course, the best of us in this country are made by excellent teachers. So we have to recognize them. So they're going to be receiving gift baskets from the PCOA as well as gift bags. A ticket is grant gift basket and gift bags from Tech Pro and a gift box from Vickburn Roofing. So let me take the opportunity to say a very special big up to our teachers, Sashana Buckland of Victory Academy. Put your hands together for her. And Mr. Errol McKenzie. Put your hands together for him as well. And if he's in the room, I'm going to ask him to stand. Of Seaforth High School, as they each had 3 students enter this competition. So special recognition to you. All right, so they need my muscular work this morning as well. So 1 second. Actually, and I'll tell you, I actually needed more muscles than I thought for that just now. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's give another round of applause to our teachers from Seaforth High School who have 3 entries in the competition this year. Am I still too far? Are we good? So our 4th place prize goes to Tesita Bailey of Seaforth High in St. Thomas. And as those prizes make their way, is Akelia Joseph in the house? Akelia Joseph, are you here? Are you sure you're here? Because you're not answering like you're confident that you're here. I want you to, as you put your hands together for Tesita, I also want you to put your hands together for Akelia Joseph, who is our 5th place winner. So yes, Tesita is 4th, Akelia is 5th. She's also from the Seaforth High School. So you're not going to come up here. We're getting the first photo opportunity. And then I'm also going to invite Mr. Mackenzie, if you're in the audience. Where are you, Mr. Mackenzie? So, Mr. Mackenzie, I want you to draw close as well because we're going to need you in a photo opportunity also. Congratulations. Tasita Akeli, you can come forward. I was about to say we have to get that Kodak moment, but we've gone past Kodak now, and we're all in the Nikon era, or the S25 or 23 era, or the iPhone 17 era. But we have to get those photos to post on the gram. And of course, if you're not yet doing so, please ensure that you follow the PCOA on social media at Police Civilian Oversight on Instagram. So this is Tasita Bailey of Seaforth High, our fourth place winner, getting all of these prizes. I mean, with prizes like these, I wouldn't mind coming fourth in a competition, and I agree. Because a whole heap of prizes this for fourth place. Put your hands together for her. And Akalia is coming up. She's our fifth place winner, also from Seaforth High. Don't go too far, Tasita, because I want you to also stand by for a photo with your teacher, Mr. Mackenzie. So our prizes are coming up for Akalia. And of course, Mackenzie will be celebrated as well. So that's why he's standing by to also collect his prize. Is Michaela Malloyd here? Oh, so we have someone representing Michaela. Put your hands together for the gentleman representing Michaela of Victory Academy in St. Andrew North. And she received for herself the sixth place prize. And yes, we're doing it a little reverse. Don't worry, we're going to get it in the correct order for the top three, as I ask our ministers to stand by as well, as she'll be making those presentations. So keep that applause going, please, ladies and gentlemen. And then Mr. Mackenzie, you'll come up for. So of course that lovely PCOA bag being received by. All right, so Mr. Sharp representing the parents of Michaela, collecting all of these goodies. And again, Michaela is our sixth place winner from Victory Academy located in St. Andrew North. And we have to have the picture perfect moments for our newspapers and online placements. So still stay with us, ACP. Thank you so much, sir. As I invite our teacher, and I want a big round of applause for him, Mr. Errol Mackenzie. And these students were under his tutelage, the students from Seaforth High School. And he's coming to get his prizes at this time. Congratulations, sir, and thank you so very much, ACP. We appreciate you. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our top three winners. Are you ready? I invite our minister, the Honorable Juliet Cuthbert, in to come forward to make these presentations. And this time we'll begin with our third place prize. Our third place winner comes to us from the St. Andrew North Division, the Victory Academy, and the name is Caitlin Cooks from Victory Academy, and her entry was entitled Cameras On, Trust On. Says Caitlin, and Caitlin is here. You gotta keep that applause going for her. Cameras On, Trust On is the title of her entry. And guess what? She's won for herself a cash award of $30,000, courtesy in part of Epic Logistics. She also gets a lovely trophy, a tablet from Ambion Sales Supermarket, headphones from Comfort Air Engineering, a gift basket from the Jamaica Biscuit Company, a PCOA knapsack filled with goodies. But of course, I see our lovely teacher, Sashana Buckland, coming forward to take her photos with her phone. I'm going to allow you to do that in this moment because we're not quite done yet. Her teacher, Sashana Buckland, will also receive for herself a guest pass for two. Get this, for Sunday brunch at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. That's for you, Miss Buckland. You need to make your way up. It's like she didn't realize that it's her prize. And also a gift basket from the PCOA, as well as a goodie bag. And I hear the team saying it's a whole lot of stuff. Yes, we can see it. And I hope our friends online can see all the goodies. And we say thank you so very much to our kind sponsors and partners for making it happen. Our second place prize goes to a student from the St. Catherine North Division. I hear somebody say, yeah. And I'm very sure it's a police officer down there say, yeah. And she said, high five. The student is from Spanish Town High School. And they are Giselle Wallace. And her entry was entitled, Make Jamaicans Feel Safe. And Giselle receives, get this, a cash award of $60,000, a trophy, a tablet courtesy of Ambience Sales Supermarket, headphones from Comfort Air Engineering, a gift basket from Jamaica Biscuit Company, and a PCOA knapsack filled with goodies, of course. Now, where's Mr. Tyrone Rowe? So as Giselle gets her multiplicity of prizes, Mr. Tyrone Rowe, stand by. Because Mr. Rowe, who can now make his way on stage, her teacher, put your hands together for him. He has won for himself dinner for two at Jolly's Restaurant, a PCOA gift basket and bag, and a gift box from Vic Byrne Roofing. Put your hands together, please, for teacher. And I heard Minister says good fish at Jolly's, so you can enjoy a very good dinner. Congratulations, Mr. Rowe. Congratulations, Sir Rowe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the first place prize. No, Minister, we're not having you leave us just yet. Because the big prize, it's time for the very big prize, the first place award in the TOPS poster competition for secondary schools. And it goes to a student from St. Catherine North Division again. And this student, their entry is entitled A Partnership for Good, hashtag a force for good. Ladies and gentlemen, this student is from the Guys Hill High School. Her name is Tiona Skeen. Keep that applause going for her. And as she comes, let me give you some insight into the prizes that Tiona will receive for her a partnership for good, hashtag of course for good, peace. Ladies and gentlemen, she receives for herself a cash prize of not 10, not 20, not 30, not 40, not 50, not $60,000. $100,000 from the PCOA and family. A trophy, of course. And of course, she's going to get a tablet courtesy of the PCOA family. For that tablet, she's going to get headphones from Comfort Air Engineering, a gift basket from the Jamaica Biscuit Company, and PCOA knapsack filled with goodies. Let's get that applause going for our winner, Tiona Skeen. But of course, we cannot celebrate our winner without celebrating the educator that supported her. So is Antoinette Barton here? Ms. Antoinette Barton, please make your way because guess this. I want you to appreciate what you're about to receive. Our other teachers, they got for themselves dinner and brunch. But no, you get a weekend for two at Seacliff Resort Spa in the most beautiful parish, and you can fight me after this. But Portland is, in my mind, the most beautiful parish in this country. And she gets to experience Seacliff Resorts for a weekend there. She also gets a gift basket from the Jamaica Biscuit Company and her PCOA gift bag. Congratulations, Lady Barton. No, but don't go anywhere, Madam Teacher. I'm so sorry. We're not done with you yet. We have another surprise. And this gentleman here, if you know Brescia, do you know the company Brescia? And I should have had my Brescia bag up here to be a model this morning. But when you talk about top quality Jamaican manufacturing, elegant designs, top, if you're in corporate and you don't have a Brescia bag, you're not saying nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Randy Mack, CEO of Brescia. And he, as we say thank you to our minister, comes forward to give our teacher an extra special surprise. So I want to have Mr. Mack tell, I see my colleague getting the photos. So get your photos and afterwards I'll have him share with the audience what the surprise in that bag is because no one know what the surprise is, right? So Mr. Mack, what's the surprise?
All right, good morning, everyone. So what the teacher will be getting this morning is actually one of our pouches. So it's not a backpack, it's not a duffel, but it's one of our pouches. But maybe, Miss, we need to drop in a nice duffel bag since you have weekend for two that you have to go on a trip. So maybe I'll talk to the team about throwing a duffel for her as well. Who knows?
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Thank you so much, Mr. Mack, and congratulations. And I don't know if you see, you can't see the details from down there, but the detailed stitch, excellent quality. And let me tell you, certainly well deserved. Congratulations. And I want you to feast your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, on the first place prize. And I'm standing here so that my videographer can get the opportunity to show our colleagues online as well. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep that applause going for the excellent work by our winner and her teacher. Exceptional. Congratulations. And this should be encouragement for other students to ensure that they enter next year. Now, of course, you saw him earlier and you're going to get to see him again because he's such an exceptional talent. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Adin Grant for another musical presentation. And I'm looking or understand that he's going to get some, some special remedies to ensure that when he comes back next, it's even more exceptional. So we're going to hold on Adin and move now to the presentation of awards for the Transforming Our Police Service Tops Competition Area 5. Did you hear what I just said? In other words, the big moment that our police officers have been waiting for to find out which police station will get the top customer service station award, which one will get the top prisoners in custody award, is that time. So are you ready? So this year, of course, we have several sponsors who've been very generous. And as always, they've supported the TOPS initiative. We want to say a special thank you to returning sponsors. And as I say them, of course, you know the drill. You're going to give them a big round of applause to the Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS. I don't know why the applause sounds so soft. And we know that they're working very hard to restore power out west. So you got to give them a big round of applause, please. JPS for their kind support. Blue Power Group, Lanneman and Morris Shipping Limited, Seacliff Resort and Spa. Those are our returning sponsors. Let's say also a very special thank you to our new sponsors coming on board this year. Worthy Park. And if you hear Worthy Park, you hear the libations, the spirits. And I know I won't say what I was going to say just now. I leave that alone. Somebody says Sila. Jamaica Broadcasting Limited, Rhino Jamaica Limited, the Jamaica Police Cooperative Credit Union, Matalan Homes, Petrojam, and Navis Supplies Limited. Of course, I must highlight that all the cash prizes will go towards the station or division project chosen by the recipient. So with that said, let's get down to business. The Top Customer Service Station Award for Area 5. This award is given to either the top division or station displaying excellent customer service. And this year, the award goes to, drumroll please, a station in St. Thomas. And as I invite PCOA member Norman Haywood to come forward to make that presentation, I see some people celebrating. You know which station in St. Thomas got the award? Which is it? I hear somebody say, yeah. Did I hear Morant Bay? Try again. Try again. Ladies and gentlemen, our first award in the top segment of our program goes to the Golden Grove Station. Now, our PCOA member Norman Hay will present a trophy and a check valued at, get this, $100,000 from the Jamaica Police Cooperative Credit Union, as well as a PCOA gift basket and bag. And of course, it's being presented to Golden Grove Station Commander Inspector Troy Lewis. Because it's so many prizes, you have to appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, it takes quite a bit of logistics to move it from the area. And of course, we like big money. So you see the check? Keep that applause going, please. I love those zeros. So our top customer service award going to Golden Grove. And we say congratulations to them for the hard work that they've been doing. Of course, customer service is an important hallmark of excellence. And we say thanks for the hard work that you're doing to maintain customer service excellence in Area 5. Our next award is the Top Prisoners in Custody Station for Area 5. And this award goes to the Spanish Town Station. And I invite Deputy Commissioner of Police, Warren Clark, to come forward to make this presentation. As Inspector Suzette Watt Inspector Watt present. So DSP Watt. All right, so DSP Sinclair coming forward to collect, and not our station commander, Inspector Suzette Watt. So, of course, being presented is a trophy. We also have a check valued at 100. Don't go anywhere, sir. You have to hand over the money, sir. You can't do that. A check valued at $100,000 from the Jamaica Police Cooperative Credit Union. And of course, our PCOA basket and gift bag. And we say congratulations to DSP Sinclair and the team. But we're not done yet. So the gift basket and the bag for the photo opportunity. And then maybe you'll need one of your associates to assist, or maybe you can rest the basket down as I invite our representative from Rhino Jamaica Limited, Jakes Young, to come forward. Because Mr. Young has another special presentation. Because guess what? The Spanish Town Police Station will not be short on water anytime soon. Because the team from Rhino Jamaica, they are handing over a 650-gallon water tank. So congratulations. And thank you so very much to our Deputy Commissioner of Police. And thank you so very much, DSP Sinclair. Congratulations to the team from the Spanish Town Station. Put your hands together for them once again. Now for the top division award for Area 5. This division will receive a check valued at, guess how much money? Boy, thought you were gonna be incremental, but I like the thinking. It's not 200,000, it's $150,000. But if you round up, it's 200, right? So $150,000, a trophy, as well as a JPS gift voucher valued at $50,000. So technically, you get your $200,000 right there, sir, right? They also get a gift basket and bag from the PCOA. Now, as I invite Ambassador Alison Stone-Roof, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security and Peace, let me say that this division is no stranger to winning. This division, in fact, retains the title, ladies and gentlemen, the St. Andrew North Division. No, but hold on. I thought when I said the division retains the title, it's like when a member said no did win. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the St. Andrew North Division as we invite Divisional Commander Randy Sweeney to come forward. Superintendent Randy Sweeney, Divisional Commander, coming forward. And the man make sure same take out the blazer, getting the colors right to ensure that he comes forward to collect the award. And he's inviting some members of his team to come forward. So as they do so, just to remind you that they won this award in 2020, the last time we had these awards for Area 5. Keep that applause going for them, please, as they collect a check valued at $150,000, a trophy, JPS gift vouchers valued at $50,000, and a gift basket. And you can hear the fan club down there, St. Andrew North, indeed. Congratulations. And of course, lots of prizes there being collected. So as we say, congratulations to them. And we thank Ambassador Stone Roof. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, that's your division, indeed. Congratulations to you and your division. Our next award is the Top Marine Outpost in Area 5. And our PCOA member, Rear Admiral Retired Peter Brady, will make that presentation. So as I invite him to come forward, and you put your hands together for him as he comes. I saw somebody get up just now as if they know the team that's gonna get this award. Is it that obvious? I don't know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the Marine Outpost at Bowden in St. Thomas is actually our winner of the award. And they get for themselves a check valued at $100,000 being collected by Sergeant O'Brien Johnson, PCOA gift basket and bag. And I want to also invite the marketing manager of Lanneman and Morris Shipping, Mr. Najee Carter, to come forward and join this photo opportunity as our kind sponsor. Please put your hands together. Now look at me. At the foot of the tree. As Mr. Najee Carter joins, our kind sponsor from Lanneman and Morris, the photo opportunity as we hand over. Gotta make up my mind. For night turns to day. She told me, I'll be waiting for you, honey. Keep your applause going, please, for the Top Marine Outpost in Area 5. Now, how am I going to enter? Congratulations, and thank you so very much. And Sergeant Johnson is getting all sorts of prizes for him and his team. Congratulations, sir. And thank you so very much, Sir Peter Brady. As I invite once again to the stage, Deputy Commissioner, but hold that thought. Now this is my date. Wonder if she's awake or asleep. I almost lost my bearings for a second, ladies and gentlemen. So our top station in the other 3 divisions, the winner of the top station in the St. Thomas division is... Any guesses at this point? What's that? What's that? Golden Grove won some earlier. Now you're saying that it's Golden Grove again? Not quite. Did somebody say the Bath Station? Ah! Congratulations. And guess what? Bath successfully held on to their 2020 title under the able leadership of the station commander, Inspector Donald Burke. And we're inviting him to come forward and receive his prize from Senior Director of Inspections and Monitoring at the PCOA, Mr. Andrew Beaumont. I invite you to come forward. Put your hands together for them, please. And they will receive for themselves a plaque. And courtesy of Madeline Holmes, they get not 10, not 20, not 30 gallons of paint. They get for themselves 60 gallons of paint from the Madeline Holmes. So I see some beautification works in the future. They also get gift baskets as well as gift bags from the PCOA team. Congratulations. Now stay with us, Mr. Beaumont. Now, as the only repeat station winner, I want you to understand that the winner of the top station in the St. Andrew division is A Gordon Town station. And we're inviting Sergeant Leslie Christie to come forward. And Sergeant Christie will be collecting on behalf of his team a plaque, as well as a check valued at $30,000 from Petrojam, and a gift basket from the PCOA team. And we have a cheerleader in the audience. Congratulations, Sergeant Christie and the team from the Gordon Town station. As we stand by to present the top station in the St. Catherine South Division. Ladies and gentlemen, this station is no stranger to winning this award. And I tell you, nobody remembers the awards that were handed out in 2020 clearly, because that's a hint. Ladies and gentlemen, the station that snatched this award in 2020 has retained their title. And I want you to know that this team is the Helsha Station. So Commander Sergeant Mickey Lord is coming forward to collect a plaque. And I don't know how this one going, you know. But I see on my sheet here a dinner for two at Jolly's restaurant, as well as a gift basket and bag from the COA team. So keep that applause going, please, for the Helsha Station. Receiving their prizes. Thank you so very much. And congratulations. Thank you so very much, our Senior Director of Inspections and Monitoring, Mr. Andrew Beaumont. Now, Dr. the Honorable Marshall Hall, in his honor, we have an award that's presented to the most improved station or division in records management from the TOPS reinspection 2. It's comprised of St. Anne, St. Mary, and Portland. And of course, they were participants in the 2024 TOPS competition. The award was first presented 3 years ago as a small token of appreciation for Dr. Hall's stellar contribution to the authority, his 14-year tenure. But of course, he was a tireless supporter of the work of the PCOA, and he was a staunch supporter of the TOPS program, playing a critical role from the very first staging in 2019 by donating funds to the Top Station Award. Now, Dr. Hall passed in November 2022, but ladies and gentlemen, his son, Mr. Jeffrey Hall, is here, and I invite him to come forward as we make the presentation for the top station or the recipients of the Dr. the Honorable Marshall Hall Award. Now, this year's recipient of the award is the Portland Division, headed by Superintendent Ainsley McCarthy. Now, this division exhibited the most improvement in all records examined, and it is also the 4th division to win the award. So Superintendent McCarthy receiving the prizes from CEO and Vice Chairman of Pan Jamaica Group Limited, Mr. Jeffrey Hall, and son of the Honorable Dr. Marshall Hall. Let me also say that our winners also walk away with a check valued at $150,000, courtesy of our kind sponsors, the Blue Power Group. A big round of applause, please. And congratulations to our winners, and thank you so very much, Mr. Hall. Now, the People's Choice Award, this is a new award category, and of course, the PCOA is always innovating. So the new award sees communities getting the chance to vote via the PCOA website for their favorite station. Can you believe it? Let's give the PCOA team a round of applause for that brand new award as they continue to innovate. It also provides an avenue for communities served to be involved in the competition, and a total of 1,500 residents voted, with a station in St. Catherine North getting that award. The station with the most votes will receive their prize from PCOA member Gladstone Lewis. And as I invite him to make his way to the stage, the award goes to the Guanama Vale Station. So our CEO will be making the presentation as I invite Sergeant Navlet Leachman to come forward, station commander, and they get a trophy as well as a check valued at $100,000 from the PCOA, T. Getty's gift baskets, as well as the PCOA gift basket and bag. I'm going to invite Jakes Young from Rhino to come forward once again. And I don't know why I'm not seeing Jakes, but we say thanks to the kind support of Rhino Jamaica Limited, because they also won't be short of water anytime soon at the Guanama Vale Station, because they get for themselves a 650-gallon water tank courtesy of Rhino Jamaica. Let's put our hands together for them and their kind support and sponsorship. And congrats on winning the People's Choice Award. So again, thanks to our friends at Rhino. And again, in addition to the $150,000, the T Getty's gift basket and the PCOA gift basket and bag, they get a 650-gallon water tank. And again, we say thanks to the representatives from Rhino Jamaica. Jakes Young was here earlier, but in his absence, we say thank you so very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you notice that we don't have many prizes remaining. What does this mean? What does this mean? I don't know if you see the trophy over here, but it's high quality stuff. And it means, ladies and gentlemen, that we are ready for the big prize. Are you ready? No, you're not so ready. You're not so hungry and thinky. So let me try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the Top Station Award for Area 5? Now, this award will be presented by PCOA member Vivette Miller. So you're going to put your hands together for her as she comes. And let me tell you, in addition to that absolutely stunning trophy, come on up so they can see the trophy in its full magnanimous glory. And I need you to turn the trophy around. So, because I don't want anybody with x-ray vision to see what's on the trophy. But, ladies and gentlemen, the station that will walk away with this lovely trophy will also get for themselves 6 passes to the Worthy Park Rum Tour. Clearly, when you're not on duty. They'll also get for themselves a box of chicken from Jamaica Broilers. So you can have your little cookout and take a file cabinet from Navis Supplies Limited, gift basket and bag from the PCOA. Is it because I have not said the money yet? Why you're not clapping? So I want you to give a big round of applause for all of those prizes from our kind sponsors. And of course, they're not getting 50,000. They're not getting 100,000. They're not getting 150,000. They are getting $200,000 from the PCOA. Have we guessed the station that's walking away with the award? What's that? Irish Town? What's that? Brownstone? Keep going. Guys Hill, keep going. Spanish Town, not quite. Ladies and gentlemen, what I can confirm for you is that our winner is indeed in the St. Catherine North Division. And what I can tell you is that this station has grown in the name. That station is Browns Hall Station. Now the station, as I invite Sergeant Natoya Mighty to come forward, and I hope you get the look of astonishment on her face, because she literally had her mouth open just now when I announced that she is the winner. She is in absolute disbelief. And she is still in absolute disbelief as she hugs her CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, what a moment. The Browns Hall Station bested, get this, 38 other stations in Area 5. A big round of applause, please. And they have dethroned above top that was the winner the last time. Now, of course, as I said, in addition to the beautiful trophy, they get $200,000. Yes, this trophy is yours, Sergeant Natoya Mighty. You may need a couple of your members to come up here and help you with the prizes. So, Sir Nelson, stand by right here before you go up. Let me also invite our Minister of State to come forward for this photo opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that trophy. And of course, there is no Jamaican event without the announcement I'm about to make. So as we bask in the fanfare and the photo opportunities, and of course, as I said, there's a trophy, $200,000, 6 passes from Worthy Park Rum for Rum Tour, a box of chicken, a file cabinet, gift basket, and bag from PCOA. If you are the driver of a Kia license 5648JC, or is it JL? You are being asked to kindly remove your vehicle right now. If you're the driver of a Kia 5648JL, or is it JC, you are currently blocking. So I say thanks to our Minister of State, even though I think we may need you for another photo opportunity, but I'm looking at my colleagues. But guess what? We have more to come. As we say congratulations, and I say thank you to Lady Vivette Miller. At this time, I ask you to turn your attention to the video screen as we have a presentation showcasing the excellence of the Guanama Vale station.
The Guanabaville Police Station has been in existence since 1968. I supervise 17 police. That include 3 trainee constables. After coming to the Guanabaville Police Station, it was mainly males. I realized that a few things needed a little feminine touch, such as the station. We got some paints, and I painted the entire station. There are some new accessories for the station, such as our drapings. These plants were donated by Mr. Thompson and Miss Angus to beautify the station and give it a little touch and a little life. We pre-planned events and we hosted a fundraising. So from that fundraising, we purchased 2 AC units for the station. So customers as well as the staff can be comfortable. And we installed some surveillance cameras. Those were purchased by the staff for the station. As you can see, the tiles in the reception areas, those were done by Constable Cullum. We have a vast majority of hands-on police officers who get the job done. The best thing in the entire JCF is our GOAT initiative. Acronym for GOAT, giving opportunity, achieve togetherness. Under the slogan, greatness start here.
Since being at the Guanabaville Police Station, we have got numerous reports about further larceny. At one time, myself and Constable Thompson went to this man's home and he lost quite a few votes and he was devastated. So we went and purchased those votes from that gentleman and started to raise them around the back. At present, we have 21 votes, starting from 4.
This initiative came about to assist students that are needy. We have patrolled the community and we realize that for students going back to school, they are in need of especially school books. And we want to ensure that students are properly educated, which will result in the reduction in crime and violence. There are 52 communities in the Guanabaville police area, including 9 housing schemes. The initiative came about from a Labor Day project where we cater for the elderlies. As such, we have our quarterly program where we distribute food items and care packages to the elderlies and the homeless within the Kissitown area. From the GOAT initiative, our first school that is on the agenda is the Guanabaville Primary School to assist in security measures by offering surveillance cameras.
We really do have a good relationship. I think it's one of the reasons because we are their closest neighbor. They visit us often enough. Even when they were without a vehicle, they would walk down. And they have been participating in our PTA meetings when we have career day, we have girls day, boys day. They would normally represent.
The community have been impacted in a positive way. The refreshing of the station, they feel more comfortable. We have our quotes that are placed so they feel valuable. We are using technology now. So you don't have to have a credit on your phone to make call to the station. You can just get hotspot and make call via WhatsApp.
I would want to encourage them to continue working. And I know at times they feel discouraged and, like they're working and working in vain, but it's not in vain. And the impact sometimes it's not felt same time, but in the future, it will be felt.
And ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for that technical glitch, but I'm sure you'll have other opportunities to see that video. I know the PCOA team is quite apt at ensuring that we have items posted on social media and on their website. So, and of course, we know that you will be able to get the chance to see that video of the Guanabaville station. But you must be wondering, why are we playing that video at that juncture? Anybody wondering that? Well, let me take the opportunity to invite the CEO of the PCOA, Otara Byfield Nugent. Put your hands together for her, please. And I don't know if Otara and the minister were having conversations this morning about outfits, because clearly the colors, and Ambassador Stoneroof as well, you know, the color variation is certainly on the same wavelength. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have this year the PCOA Legacy Award. And ladies and gentlemen, this goes to, if you guessed it, the team from the Guanama Vale Station. It's the Legacy Award, ladies and gentlemen. It deserves a bigger round of applause and excitement than that. And of course, as Sergeant Navlet Leachman makes her way back to the stage, she doesn't just get a trophy for this award. And remember, they collected a prize earlier. So on top of what they got earlier, they've also received for themselves a check of $150,000 from the PCOA. I think they're probably going to have a Christmas cookout as well, because they get a box of chicken from Jamaica Broilers, as well as gift baskets and bags from the PCOA. So I'm also going to invite our minister to come forward for this photo opportunity. So put your hands together for a minister as she comes forward to bask in this moment, the PCOA Legacy Award. And of course, it goes to a station that goes above and beyond its commitment to serve the communities within its remit. Congratulations to the team, and thank you so very much to our CEO and our minister. Now, just to note that at the end of the program, we do need all our winners to remain behind, as we will have a number of photo opportunities for you. I also need our students who won the poster competition to remain as well, because we need you to take some photos right beside your lovely pieces of art. Of course, there are a number of people to say thanks to who ensure that this event is possible. At this time, I ask you to put your hands together for legal counsel at the PCOA, Sheldon Clark. He comes forward to give the official vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Okay, thank you. I will not be long. It is said that the greatest honor is that of saying thank you. And so, as we are coming to the end of this wonderful ceremony, mine is the task to lead by saying thanks. First, we want to thank the Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Javon Keys, for wonderfully guiding the proceedings as he always does. We want to thank Miss Nichelle Duncan for offering prayer on our behalf this morning. We want to thank those of our dignitaries among us who brought greetings. First, our State Minister in the Ministry of National Security and Peace, the Honorable Mrs. Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, DCP Warren Clark on behalf of the Commissioner, and our very own CEO, Ms. Otara Byfield. We want to thank all those who would have had anything to do with the TOPS poster competition, namely our judges, led by Mr. Daniel Thompson, the various presenters who would have given out the award, and of course, our students. Good job, students. We saw some real creative pieces on display. We also have to thank fellow team member at the PCOA, Mr. Adin Grant, who gave that excellent item And when, yes, you could put your hands together for him. When he came down, I told him, not only did you do the item well, but you literally lived it. As the mic went out, he still persevered. He can't keep down the lion paw. As it relates to the various awards for this TOPS award ceremony, we want to thank all those who would have been presenters, and we want to say good job to the JCF members who would have been awardees. I see people still trying to gather themselves and recover. And I want to say on behalf of the team and the members of the PCOA, it's moments like these that we live for. We know you do work and sometimes it seems thankless. But when you can be acknowledged for the work that you do, it means much to us. And we pray and we hope that you will continue to be a force for good. And so we thank you. We thank the members of the media, the various media houses. We also want to say a special thank you to our sponsors. If you notice, each year the funds keep getting more and more and more, and I hear persons already trying to raise the next set of funds to up by 50, 100,000, and we're already sweating, starting to wonder how will next year go. It's because of our sponsors that make it so easy to do. Put your hands together for them. And I will not endanger myself by naming all of them because I do not want to leave any out. But to all our sponsors, we want to say a heartfelt thank you. This could not be possible without you. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to also thank all round our MNSP family, the Ministry of National Security and Peace, led by our permanent secretary, the Mrs. Ambassador, Mrs. Alison Stone Roof. Please put your hands together for her and the wider MNS family. And last but not least, our board members of the PCOA. We want to thank you for your support, members, and also the chairman in her absence. We appreciate the support that we get. To our team members at the PCOA, I'm not sure if they can just come up here just for a moment, please. All the PCOA team members, quickly. Please put your hands together as they come. Design and powerful hydraulics allow for smooth operation. Even in tough. Come on, it's me calling. It's fine. It's fine. Come. Please keep the round of applause coming as they come. Is perfect for moving and handling materials. Ladies and gentlemen, these are they, along with our HR there, the crowd who helped to make this possible. These are the hands behind the scenes that made this possible. And so we want to say thank you to our team members led by our CEO. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Yes, you can come down now. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it would have been stated by many before that the aim of these award ceremonies is to motivate members of the JCF to continue to do the hard work that they do. And so we want to say congratulations to those in the online space, to the community members, members of the civil society. Thank you for your support. May I also point out just personally, Mr. Jeffrey Hall. We want to thank you, sir, for coming. We really appreciate it. He was really excited to be a part of this. And so to all of you, we say good job. Continue to do the work. We want to announce from now that we're coming for reinspection. So don't get too happy with the awards. We're coming to ensure that the standard is kept. And we'll move to another area near you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you so very much. Now, as is customary, we have the response from the head of the area. So at this juncture, I invite ACP Christopher Phillips to come forward and extend his remarks on behalf of all the winners and awardees today. Put your hands together for him, please, as he comes forward.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. Permit me, in the interest of time, to acknowledge the Honorable Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, State Minister in the Ministry of National Security and Peace. Also, Mr. Warren Clark, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Strategic Operations Portfolio, and representing our Commissioner of Police. Mrs. Alison Stone Roof, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security and Peace. CEO, Mrs. Otara Byfield Nugent, PCOA, and all the other distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the PCOA. Let me acknowledge our senior officers, divisional commanders, other senior officers here, the station commanders. Good afternoon. It is truly an honor to stand before you this afternoon to give closing remarks as we close this chapter of the Transforming Our Police Service competition for Area 5. It is important to note that this competition was not conceptualized to be a mere exercise in compliance or comparison among stations or divisions. It is a deliberate and strategic mechanism that was designed to strengthen accountability, promote continued excellence, to be a catalyst for improvement, accountability, and advance continuous transformation for the Jamaica Constabulary Force. As the commander for Era 5, I am pleased to say that we rose to that challenge, and I want to congratulate all the awardees this afternoon. It is really another high five moment for Era 5. Can I get that high five, please? As we examine the results from the initiative, I can definitely say that the results have provided clear and evidence-based insights into how the stations across Era 5 are performing. The existence of improved efficiencies, and most importantly, where strategic focus is required to sharpen more operational readiness as an era. As I examine the areas highlighted in this assessment, records management, station administration, station facility, prisoners in custody, management, and customer management and customer service, I must say, looking at the findings, I can conclude that the exceptional performance of the teams across Era 5 is indicative of the strong leadership, a disciplined management team who, through their innovative and ingenuity, have adhered to the established standards of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I must take this time to commend the divisional commanders, zone and station commanders, supervisors, and every staff member, to include the civilian staff, for their contribution to this accomplishment. I have concluded that leadership in policing is tested not only by outcomes, but by the ability to confront inconsistencies, accept constructive criticisms, and drive meaningful change. These high performing stations have not only set the benchmark for excellence, but they have demonstrated that transformation is achievable through vision, accountability, innovation, and teamwork. Collectively, Era 5 has and continues, Minister, to record notable achievements, improvements in administrative efficiency, community and stakeholders' engagement, operational readiness, and internal oversights that is a reflection of collective commitment to a transformative and professional law enforcement agency. Whilst acknowledging the accomplishments and the exceptional performance by the teams, it is important to note the areas that were highlighted for further attention with regards to inconsistencies in documentation, variations in service delivery standards, the notable gaps in supervisory oversights, and discrepancy in compliance with the established standards. I urge you to not to look at these findings as setbacks, but rather opportunities for growth and recalibration. The report provided by the Police Civilian Oversight Authority was thorough, professionally balanced, objective, and invaluable. The report is also symbolic of the value of independent oversight in strengthening the public trust and reinforcing the standards. The team at Era 5 welcomes this level of scrutiny, transparency, and accountability as we strive for excellence. In response to the identified deficiencies, our intention is to not only correct, but to create a culture of institutionalizing best practices through various initiatives and capacity building programs with a renewed focus to sustaining long-term improvement in all required areas. Area 5 PCP Clark continues to distinguish itself through our high five core values of trust, innovation, motivation, resilience, and partnership. Let these values remain our guiding compass in our processes and interaction with the public. This year, the Jamaica Constabulary Force has recorded notable achievements, especially in the reduction in serious and violent crimes. This was as a result of improved operational coordination, strengthened oversight framework, increased utilization in technology, and community partnerships. This is a direct result of our collective efforts as a force for good. It is important to note that would not be possible without the leadership of Dr. Kevin Blake, our Commissioner of Police, and the High Command for their strategic leadership, their guidance, and commitment to a transformative law enforcement agency. Their vision continues to shape the direction of the JCF, ensuring that transformation remains both purposeful and sustainable. So, as we approach the closing of chapter for 2025 and look ahead to chapter 2026, let us be very clear in our intentions. We know that transformation is not a destination, it is an ongoing journey, and Era 5 is well positioned to lead by example. We will ensure that we continue to strengthen our leadership and supervisory effectiveness, accountability, and performance management with a view to enhance service delivery and public confidence and trust. Ladies and gentlemen, it would be remiss of me to not mention the historic event that took place yesterday, where Era 5 is the only era in the JCF that has 3 LASCO top cops winning consecutively, which is symbolic of our goal in pursuit of excellence and exampled leadership. I want to say congratulations to Corporal Chantel Powell and all the other representatives for Area 5. I also want to acknowledge the participants right across the JCF who continue to offer themselves for service in a distinguished way. However, as we celebrate these achievements, let us not forget that the competition is merely a platform to showcase our capabilities. For us in Area 5, it's about more than just winning. It's about getting every member to embody the mindset of a top cop. This mindset is not just about individual excellence, but about fostering a culture of service, integrity, and sterling commitment to our communities. In modern policing, the mindset of a top cop represents the pinnacle of professionalism, empathy, and resilience. As we continue on our journey of force as a force a force transformation rather, with a focus on people, quality, and technology. Let us not forget that our people are our greatest asset. Their development, their willingness to adapt, and their commitment to excellence are what will propel us forward. Once again, I want to express our heartfelt appreciation and immense gratitude to the Police Civilian Oversight Authority for your partnership, professionalism, and commitment to strengthening policing standards. Your role remains vital in ensuring public confidence and organizational integrity. Finally, I want to also thank the entire Era 5 team, the commanders, senior officers, supervisors, rank and file members, members of the United District Constables Association, and support staff for your dedication, the resilience, the hard work throughout the year. And as we approach the Christmas season, I wish you and your families peace, safety, rest, and renewed strength. May the coming year bring continued success, unity, and purpose as we move forward together as a force for good. So it's high five, team 5, era 5. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, ACP Christopher Phillips. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, has it been a lovely morning into afternoon? With for some even more surprises than others. She's beaming still our top station winner. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to give us a few more minutes because we have a songbird who is a member of the PCOA team who you absolutely must hear. And she's coming to the stage to give us some musical melodies. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one and only Tonian Baker. And from your city shoes, you know, city performance like a shell.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Mr. Maestro at the back, can you give me a little bit more juice in this mic, please? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, rather, to everybody. So, my CEO had said that she wanted a kind of entertaining reggae song. So, I had to go and pick up back my reggae voice because I hadn't done reggae in a little bit. So, forgive me if you see me with the paper and the words because, you know, it is how it is. So, I want to welcome Mr. Sergeant from Old Harbor to just join me on the stage. You can bring a chair with you, Sergeant Powell? I think it is. Yeah, man. Come and join me a little bit here, Sergeant Powell. If I can move this. Come on, join me on the stage here, Sergeant. We're going to stay right here in front of everybody. Yes. You can turn to me. Face me. Face me. Thank you. So, Janai, you can run with it. Give me a little bit more volume, Janai. Start it from the top again. Thank you. Reaching out to all the man that who really love them lady. No, for treat them woman good. Yeah. Hey. All my loving's for you. Love when you do what you do. Touch me right, treat me good. Root why me love for you. Can't let a man like you go. One thing me want you to know. There's no life, no other guy. I feel me man love him woman in style. Man, me tell you him a making everything what me give happy him. My man, he put the drum to the bass and him know how to ride the rhythm. My man, nobody can, nobody like him. My man, love you, baby, love you, baby, yeah. Make him all what him need. Feel comfortable every time he with me. Make him all what him need. Real power couple like JLB and Bay. No, this all loving, this all loving, this all love God and it. No matter what they do, they can't come between. This all loving, this all loving, this all love God and it. Just for me, just for my man. Me tell you, him a making everything will make him happy. Him, my man, he put the drum to the bass and him know how to ride me with it.
My man, who nobody can, nobody like him. My man, love you, baby, yeah. Oh, baby, my sweet baby. Oh, my baby, my sweet baby. Listen, all of my loving's for you. Love when you do what you do. Touch me right, treat me good. Rude what me love how you rude. Can't let a man like you go. I one thing me want you to know. Hey, no blind, no other guy. Me mama in style, my man. Me tell you him will make him everything will make him happy. Man, he put the jump to the bass and if no how he ride the rhythm. My man, ooh, nobody can, nobody like him. My man, love you, baby, yeah. My man, be me my man, not your man. My man. Thank you.
Gentlemen, another round of applause for Tony and Baker from the PCOA team, giving you some nice style entertainment, some serenading after all of the excitement of the morning and the excellent awards that were distributed. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, it has been my absolute pleasure being your master of ceremonies for this morning into afternoon. Give yourselves another round of applause. A round of applause. I'm so excited for all that's happening that I'm getting my tongue twisted. But give yourselves another round of applause for all the excellent work you've done over the year. And remember, that, of course, re-inspections are coming up. So make sure you keep the house in order. And of course, as ACP Phillips said, that we are going to ensure that we have excellence as a hallmark of what we do. So even those who might not have been awarded this year, the rule book will be that that excellence is more than aspirational. It's a part of everyday work. So with that said, after I say thank you and say our goodbyes, I'm going to invite you to collect your meal. It's a grab and go. But of course, we know our minister and our ambassador and deputy commissioner and the specially invited guests will be served separately. But we're inviting you to collect your meals. And of course, our winners, we're asking you to join us up here for some more photo opportunities. So with that said, on behalf of the entire PCOA team, I am Javon Keys. Until next time, take care and walk good.
Straight from my heart, I hope you believe until you to a spark. Something never coming straight from my heart.
Also, as you make your way out, just to note that the calendars that you have in your hand are a reminder that these are displaying the excellent work of our winners of the TOPS competition. So, excellent display of the work of our winners here. And again, I'm inviting all of our winners representing the various stations. Make your way back to the stage for your photo opportunity.